In this video, I'm going to show you how to clone Moana, the Disney film, and turn it into your own YouTube short. So let's take a look at the result.
In a small fishing village, the ocean was everything. A young girl named Ayu dreamed of casting her first net alone. One quiet morning, before anyone awoke, she paddled her boat out further than ever before. The sea was calm until it wasn't. Dark clouds rolled in, waves rose higher, and the shore vanished from sight. Drifting and afraid, Ayu spotted a giant manta ray beneath the waves. It glided ahead as if guiding her through the storm. She followed, paddling with every ounce of strength until the mist broke and her island came into view. That day, Ayu learned the ocean was not just to be feared, but understood. And from then on, she knew she was part of the ocean, and the ocean was part of her.
That video was generated 100% with AI in less than 30 seconds, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Now, the question is, why do we want to make these videos? Well, let's just go onto Pixar's YouTube channel here. We can start to see the reason why this is a really good idea. So they've got over 9 million subscribers, but when we go into their short format videos, some of them get tens of millions of views, if not hundreds of millions of views. And the best part is you can actually get paid to post these types of videos over onto YouTube and TikTok as well. So we're going to go ahead and do this ourselves. Now, I'm going to show you a method to use ChatGPT to make these videos, but then I'm going to show you how to make these videos in a click of one button in less than 20 seconds. So first things first, we could go over to ChatGPT and we're going to make these images ourselves. So here we are on ChatGPT. I'm going to create a simple custom prompt. I'm going to say, create me a Disney Pixar 3D animation style image of Moana sailing on a traditional Hawaiian wooden boat. All right. And we're going to say, make the aspect ratio something like 9:16. And we're going to go ahead and click send. All right. Now I'm going to start a timer so we can see how long this takes. All right. Obviously, I've not counted typing in the prompt there, but we're going to go ahead and click send so we can see how long this is going to take. Now I'm going to show you a far quicker and cheaper method of actually turning these into video at the end of this video. All right. But for the time being, let's go ahead and pause and I'll be back once this is generated. So we are now about 20 seconds in. It's gone through and it's just started actually generating the image, right? So let's just pause. So this is the first problem that we run into. We're 1 minute and 47 seconds into actually generating this image, and we get this response back from GPT, which says, I can't create that image because it violates our content policies. Could you give me a new prompt you'd like me to work with? All right. And this is the problem that we always run into when we're using tools like ChatGPT to make these images. So I'm going to give it another custom prompt and we're going to see what we get out, and hopefully we'll get a result this time. Okay, we are finally getting an image to generate. We are 6 minutes into trying to generate this image, but we're finally getting somewhere with ChatGPT. Once this is done, we now have to do this 5 more times before we actually want to make the video, which is why using this tool that I'll show you at the end of this YouTube video is so much more effective than what we're doing here. But I want to show you the free method first. Boom, there we go. It is now generated. We're about 7 minutes in. I'll just pause the timer. Once that image was generated, we're going to go ahead and download that now. We have it here on our computer. We'll just bring it up. But now we need to go ahead and edit 5 more of these and put them together into a final story. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll be back and I'll time the whole thing. And there we go. It is 20 minutes in and I've literally just finished generating the first 5 images. That's ridiculous. 20 minutes before we can even do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and pause that timer. We'll go back to here and I'm going to show you the images that we generated. So this is the first image that we generated with ChatGPT, the second one, third one, fourth one, and then the 5th one. Now, the problem is when you're using tools like ChatGPT, as you can already see, over here in our images, it's kind of a little bit more of a colored pencil kind of art style. It doesn't really look 100% like, Disney Pixar art style, but it's pretty close. We have our 5 images. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and import these into CapCut and we're going to start doing our editing. But before that, we also want to generate a script, right? We're going to be telling a little bit of a story. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a simple prompt into ChatGPT. I'm going to say, create me a custom script for a Moana inspired story about a young girl that goes fishing on her Indonesian island and gets lost. This is for a 60-second video. All right. And we'll go ahead and send that. I'm going to go ahead and continue the timer here. We're going to go through here and I'm going to say, okay, rewrite this. I just want a voiceover, and then we're going to go ahead and review this and see what it comes out with. All right, so one quiet morning. All right, here we go. So we now have our script. All right, we're going to take this and we're going to go and open up 11 Labs. All right. So if you haven't used 11 Labs before, it's essentially a text to voice software that can allow you to create scripts using AI voices. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself signed up. Now, I have an account already on this, but just to show you how much that's going to cost, that's another $22 a month for a decent number of credits that will allow you to essentially create enough audio. All right. With the $5 a month one, you're going to use these credits up within probably 2 to 3 videos. All right. So we're going to come into the home section here. We're going to go down to voices and we're going to find something that we actually like the look of. So narrative and story, we'll go ahead and click on this.
A laugh can chase away the shadows of a long...
Let's try something else.
Just like your anger against...
Hey, I'm Zara. Let's create something that feels real,
Let's just pick this one.
sounds
This
human,
one seems
and
pretty
connects
good.
every time.
So we're going to add that to my voices. We're going to then go to home. We're going to go text to speech. We're then going to paste in our script here. We're going to change our voice to that one that we've just added, which I believe is this one here.
You got to be careful if you don't.
Okay, that one is good enough. We're going to go ahead and click on generate speech. Remember, the timer is still running. So far, this whole video has taken me 22 minutes just to get to this point, but we can actually start generating the audio. All right. So it has 2 different generations.
In a small fishing village, the ocean was everything. A young girl named Ayu dreamed of casting her first net alone. One quiet morning before anyone awoke, she...
Okay, I think that's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and download those. So come into here, we'll click download. Now we've got the audio and we have all the images. We're then going to go ahead and open up CapCut. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new project in CapCut. Just for reference, for those of you that are looking to sign up to CapCut, it actually costs $9.99 a month. So at the moment, we're spending $20 a month on GPT. We're spending $22 a month over on 11 Labs. So we're at $42 a month plus another $10. We're at $50 a month. $52 a month just to generate these videos. But I'm going to show you how to do this for a fraction of that cost in a fraction of the amount of time. All right. So just so we're aware, let's go ahead and open up CapCut. So here we are in CapCut. What we're going to do is we're going to open up Finder. We're going to grab these images and that audio. We're just going to add all of this.
In a small fishing village, the ocean was everything.
Straight
A young
here
girl named...
into CapCut. All right. So now we have all these images. We're going to add the audio file at the bottom. It's generated a 41-second audio file. We're going to grab each one of these images. We're going to put them one followed by the other, just like this, onto the timeline. And then the other thing to note here is we want to change the ratio of this to 9:16. Right, some of this will be cut out, as you can see, just because ChatGPT, when you ask it for the 9:16 aspect ratio, it's never really 100% accurate. So we're going to scale these up until they fit fully on the screen. And then what we're going to do is we're going to select all of them and drag this across until it basically fills up the entire length of the video. All right, so now we
In a
have
small
this.
fishing village,
We're going to go to transitions between each of these. We'll go to effects as well, and we'll create a little bit more of an animated effect going between them. So transitions, we'll put just a simple slide left effect between them, I think, something like this. Let's just save that. Add that in. We'll do the same down here. Do the same down here, and then drag a new animation down here as well. And then the final thing we need to do is go to captions and click on generate captions. And then this will put text on the screen that we want. And then we'll have the final version of this video we can then go ahead and download and post straight to YouTube, right? And then I'm going to show you how we can actually create this entire video in a much shorter period of time, just a couple of seconds, all right? So we're going to go to templates. We're going to find a template. Again, all of these are pro features to put, all these things, the diamonds with the different texts. We're going to need pro features to do this, all right? So you will need the pro CapCut account if you want to do this. So let's pick this one and we'll put this text right in the middle here. And here we go. Let's go ahead and see what we've got.
in a small fishing village, the ocean was everything.
So it's a little bit boring. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in a simple keyframe. So we're going to go to our first image. We're going to select our first keyframe point here on scale, go to the end of that image, 1 frame in, and we're going to scale it up to about 145%. And we'll do the same for every single image. So first keyframe here, we'll go to the end of this one, back 1, click on it, and then we'll scale this up to 144. And we'll do this for all of those. I'll pause and I'll come back once I'm done. Okay, there we go. We're pretty much done. So let's go back into full screen. The top part of this video is cut off just from
In
how
a
I set
small
up the
fishing
recording,
village,
but
the
there we go.
ocean was everything. A young girl named Ayu dreamed of casting her first net alone. One quiet morning before anyone awoke, she paddled her boat out further than ever before. The sea was calm. Until it wasn't. Dark clouds rolled in, waves rose higher, and the shore vanished from sight. Drifting and afraid, Ayu spotted a giant manta ray beneath the waves. It glided ahead as if guiding her through the storm. She followed, paddling with every ounce of strength until the mist broke and her island came into view. That day, Ayu learned the ocean was not just to be feared, but understood. And from then on, she knew she was part of the ocean, and the ocean was part of her.
So there we go. We now have a full generated story. We can go ahead and download that. Let's go ahead, have a quick look at how long that whole video took to generate. We're sitting at 28 minutes to generate that entire video from start to finish. One of the biggest limitations is the images don't really look fully Pixar. It doesn't look that great because it's just static images, but also not to mention that each of the images don't really match the story that we're telling. So now we're going to go ahead and recreate that exact same video, but this time we're going to do it using one simple AI tool. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and pause that timer. I'll show you how to do this. First thing you're going to want to do is go ahead down below in the description. The first thing in the description, there's a link to the pricing page for a software called Clipper. All right, go ahead and click that. You can subscribe for just £25 a month. You can generate 60 videos of these every single month. And you can also animate these images, but you're going to have a few that's going to cost a little bit more credits. This £25 a month one is going to be, you can save a bit more money if you do the full year. If you want to go ahead and get it, just click the Get Monthly plan. You can scrape any viral YouTube short. It writes your scripts for you. It generates all of your viral hooks, up to 10 different viral hooks you want. It'll create all of your image styles for your videos. You can pick from multiple different art styles, which I'll show you in just a second. Customize all of your subtitles. You can choose different AI voices. And there's a full set of courses that show you actually how to use this software, right? So let me go ahead and show you how to do this inside this software. So here we are inside Clipper. As you can see, this is the video that we're going to go ahead and generate. I showed you it right at the beginning of this video, and this was done in about 26 seconds. And I'm going to show you how to do exactly the same thing. So once you've got an account, there's a few ways that we can do this. The first thing is you can come down here and you can click on New Video. All right. This gives you your full section where you can choose from multiple different art styles. There's lots of different options for you to pick from, but we're going to go ahead and you can click children's book. We can search for Pixar, and we're going to select Disney Pixar down here. Now, if we come back to the top, and let's say, for example, we found a Pixar video, like a YouTube short we wanted to copy that had a good script to it. All right. So, say, for example, this one here. All right.
Lizard.
Hello, I am a Universal User's Manual.
So if we wanted to clone this video, we could come here and we could copy this. We could go into the software, go down to scripts. We could paste that in and we could say, Pixar animated story. All right. Or whatever the video script's about. And we're going to go ahead and click on, in its more arty and click on generate script. What that'll do is it will actually clone that video. So it will come here, we'll download it, it'll scrape it, it'll get the script for us and it'll actually write a new Disney Pixar script for us, right? Which is super exciting. So once that's done, it'll go ahead and generate the scripts. We can see 5 different script options that we can pick from, and then we can just copy those and actually generate a whole video. Alternatively, what we can do is we can make our own script, which I'll show you how to do in just a second, all right? So you can see here, imagine a world where your favorite childhood memories blend incredible technology. Welcome to Pixar, blah, 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 blah. We have multiple different scripts. We can just copy these straight to our clipboard. We can then go to generate video. So that's the first option. However, for this option, we can do something slightly different. We can go over here, click on new video. Now we could say something basic like create a story like Moana, or what we can do is we can, and it will actually just generate the whole video off that. What we're going to do is we're going to create exactly the same video with a click of a button using this one simple software. And to make things fair, I'm going to go ahead and start stopwatch. We're going to come back into the software and we're going to use exactly the same script that we used earlier on ChatGPT. So we're going to copy this script, go over here. We're going to turn on the toggle for use my own video script, paste it here. We're going to set to friendly tone of voice. Now you can pick from multiple different art styles, 2D cartoon, there's American tattoo art style, children's book. We can check Studio Ghibli, whatever you want. The option's there for you, but we're going to select on Pixar for the sake of this video. We're then going to select AI voice.
Life is like riding a bike.
That sounds pretty good. Some music. That's a chill bit of music. We'll put it underneath and we can customize our font. So you can go for a red font. We're going to go for white. I think we'll keep the black text on it. We won't go for a box background color. We'll keep that clear. And we'll go ahead and click on generate video. All right. So far we're 45 seconds into this. The video is already being created. We'll scroll up to the top. It's got the script already generated for us. It's now going to generate the audio voiceover. It's going to add the music. It's going to generate all the images. It's then going to turn it and put all the animation effects onto it and turn it into a full generated video for us, right? Now remember, the previous version of this took us about 40 seconds. Boom. There we go. It's generated. That took us 1 minute from start to finish. And we have a fully AI generated video. I'm going to go ahead and preview this and show you what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and click play and just watch this.
In a small fishing village, the ocean was everything. A young girl named Ayu dreamed of casting her first net alone. One quiet morning, before anyone awoke, she paddled her boat out further than ever before. The sea was calm until it wasn't. Dark clouds rolled in, waves rose higher, and the shore vanished from sight. Drifting and afraid, Ayu spotted a giant manta ray beneath the waves. It glided ahead as if guiding her through the storm. She followed, paddling with every ounce of strength until the mist broke and her island came into view. That day, Ayu learned the ocean was not just to be feared, but understood. And from then on, she knew she was part of the ocean, and the ocean was part of her.
So there we go. A full generated video in about 60 seconds from start to finish. All we have to do now is go ahead and click on render video and it will download it for us. But let's say, for example, we don't like one of these images, all right? I'm not a huge fan of this first image. We're going to click on it. We're going to click on edit prompt and we're going to change this, right? So we're going to say, create me a 3D animation Disney Pixar art style image of a young Indonesian girl stood on the beach next to a wooden fishing boat at sunrise with palm trees behind her. All right? Something like that. Go ahead and click on generate. That'll generate a brand new image for us. It'll put it right at the beginning of the video. And like I say, this takes probably a couple of seconds. I'm recording this live. Boom, it's done. Already generated for us. We'll go right to the top. There we go. Put this into full screen. Start to see what we've got. Go ahead and click play. So there we go. We now have the first image generated. And again, we can go ahead and actually animate these images as well, which I'll save for a future video. And I'll show you how to do that in a future video. But once you've done that, go ahead and click on render video. Again, this will take maybe a minute or 2 minutes to go ahead and actually render the entire thing out for you. So you can download it and post it straight to TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. So if you do want to go ahead and get a subscription to this software, I'll leave the link down below in the description. Like you can see, we're going to save a massive amount of time. It took us 1 minute versus what we were doing over here on CapCut. That took us the best part of about half an hour to do, and the results are infinitely better when we're using the tool, just like Clip It here. All right. So if you want to go ahead and get a subscription, I'll leave a link down below in the description below.